Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of Random Vlogging! So, yeah. I had a topic I wanted to speak about today, and I realized that it would actually cause more harm than it would cause good. Um, And so I decided, you know what, I'm not going to speak about it because right now, the specific topic I wanted to speak on right now is a really, really hot button topic that people are flipping out over and has very little factual evidence on either side really showing up. And to be perfectly honest, it's unbelievably one-sided. It just immensely one-sided to the point where it's scary. Um, so yeah, I was going to talk about that subject, but I'm not because all that'll happen is I will get people pissed off. Um, Nobody actually wants to listen. Nobody actually wants to talk about it. They just want to spew hate at people. And in the past, what is it? In the past two some odd years, 2.5, maybe 3 years now, that is what is happening all the time. Anytime something happens now, and I think for me personally, the first time I saw it in what I felt was just an entirely negative manner. Like every so often, there are some positive aspects to people jumping onto a topic because it gets people talking about things, and technically that's a good thing. But I think the first time I saw it go really, really bad was probably around the GamerGate controversy, because, like I've said in earlier videos, that had nothing to do with truth on either side. Both sides were just screaming and yelling about stuff that 90% of it was untrue. The other 10%, while it technically might have been true, was said in such horrible manners and was completely ignored by both sides as soon as it was said. It was just about people fighting with each other. That's all it was. And this is becoming like every single time something new comes up, we as a culture, as a world culture, because I'm seeing this from people all over the world now. Um, we have decided that the best use of our time right now is to scream at people that don't instantly jump to the same conclusion you jump to. We're not even waiting to find out what the actual facts are. We jump to a conclusion and then we decide we need to attack everybody that doesn't jump to the same conclusion that we do, even when they haven't been given the same information that we've been given. And it's terrifying. I mean, everything from, like I said, Gamergate was a great example of it. The dress debacle, great, amazing example of it, because there were relationships that were irrevocably, easy for me to say, uh, broken um, because of a stupid dress and an optical illusion. Like, that's all it was, guys. And it really wasn't that amazing a dress. Like, I've seen some really awesome, classy shit. That wasn't one of them. And this is what happens every single time a big piece of news happens, is everybody hears something reported by somebody that has no idea what they're talking about. A lot of times, and I hate to say this, rights advocacy groups have become really, really um, bad at this idea of they will just throw things, they will throw hypotheticals out there that have no basis in fact. And then people will latch onto them because, hey, they're rights advocacy groups. They obviously have to be correct, because they're rights advocacy groups. They're fighting for people that need their rights protected, and all it turns into is these people saying things that have no foundation in actual fact, and then things going crazy, and that happens all the time now. Everything from all the different police brutality stuff that's been going on, the new laws and everything that are going through. All of this stuff has very little fact actually injected in it, and a lot of hypotheticals that are thrown out as fact that people use to make these outlandish claims and then attack people that don't immediately jump to the same conclusion. This is bonkers, guys. Everybody thought, the ability of universal information would bring our culture and our world to brand new horizons. Because just the fact that I am currently getting a degree in marketing, and I have not spent a single day in a classroom for it, is bonkers, guys. Absolutely crazy bonkers. Because I have access to this. Not only that, but I have access to so much information that go back 15 years ago. Literally, just 15 years. No one would have access to any of this stuff. So we have this amazing ability to find out information faster than any other period in history. It's like we all live in magical libraries that instantly bring us whatever we want, whenever we want, in whatever language we want. There's a Google Translate button, guys. And yet we use it to perpetuate false ideas, hypotheticals, and hate speech. This is so far beyond just insane. How in the world? Like, I went on a rant. Oh, it's been over a year now. I went on a rant once because I saw a Facebook post that talked about how you're not supposed to give money to certain charities because all they do is pay, their CEOs obscene amounts, and none of it goes towards helping people. And I went on a long rant about that because one of the companies that they talked about being horrible companies was actually a company I used to work for. And the post was 100% false. They're literally, the only thing they got right was the name of the CEO. That was it. The money that they claimed he got paid was completely wrong. A completely fabricated number. And you found it over and over and over. The entire post was completely made up. And yet people condemned everybody for, I think, Salvation Army was one of the ones that got just completely blasted. Goodwill got completely blasted. There was all these different things. And people were saying horrible, horrible things about anyone that would even think to defend any of these horrendous companies. And it was all based on a lie. And this is what keeps happening over and over and over again. Lies run the world. Lies are more powerful than truth right now, guys. This is bonkers, especially since we can actually go out and find out what the truth is so easily. Everything from when people were flipping out about like the new law in Indiana that everyone is flipping shit about. Do you know, out of all the different articles I've read, there was one, literally only one, that actually quoted the law. That was it. There are literally hundreds of articles about this unbelievable law, and only one article actually quoted the law anywhere, or even they all reference the law, and it's all hypotheticals on both sides. All hypotheticals. Hypothetically, you can hang an elephant off a cliff by a dandelion if you manipulate the factors correctly and you understand physics correctly. Hypotheticals are worthless because you can come up with a hypothetical situation for any single situation ever. So there's absolutely no reason to use these hypotheticals to yell at people. I've actually read the entire law. It's really, really boring, like every other law. I did the same thing when Arizona was passing a similar law. I read the entire law. It was really boring. Laws are boring, guys. They are, and they redefine, like literally half of the law is just saying when we say this, we mean this. That is what most legalese is. The undersigned is defined as blah, 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 blah. And this is defined as blah, blah, blah. It's really, really boring. The actual law itself, I think, only takes up, I don't know, if the law itself, it's something like, I don't know, maybe a dozen or so different sections and subsections and things like that. And the actual law itself, when it wasn't talking about definitions and things like that, but the actual law, I think only took up like 2, maybe 3. So yeah, I've actually read the law. 99.9999999% of the people that are so enraged over this, or so enraged that other people are enraged about it, have no idea what the law says. Absolutely none. They've never seen the law. They have no idea what it is. And I found it for free. I can access it right now and show you guys this law. And I can access the reports and things like that because they were made public knowledge from the Ferguson debacle. I can access all that stuff instantly right now. And yet, probably, again, 99.99999% of people that are so outraged about this on both sides have never read a single witness statement, have never read anything from the actual case. All they have done is read these articles that have nothing to do with truth, nothing to do with fact, are based on hypotheticals and opinion pieces, and they form their opinion around that. This is bonkers, guys. We have the information at our fingertips. Like, seriously, do you not know how awesome that is? I mean, it's wow. We have all this amazing stuff literally right at our fingertips, and we choose to listen to morons' opinions about things they know nothing about. And then get mad at people because they didn't read the same moron that we read. Oh! So anyway, that's my little rant for today, and I'm tired of making this rant because I've made this rant before. And I'm tired of making it, but dear God, it needs to be said. It needs to be said every single day. And today is April Fool's Day, and I'm not even fooling anybody. This is 100% honest. Like, dear God, just stupid people in the world, go away. I realize that stupid people run the world, but, we put them there, guys. Just, wow. Anyway, on a lighter note, I'm playing D&D tonight. That'll be fun. I'll do a D&D recap tomorrow, hopefully. I've never shot it in one day, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it all in one day. But you guys really, really liked the last one. It's the highest viewed video I've had in a while. So obviously you guys enjoyed it, so I'm going to make more of it. And then my brand new computer comes on Friday. So from Friday onward, I am going to be obsessed in getting my new computer just getting all the programs I need installed on and all this crazy stuff. I got this. This is really cool. Do you know what this is, guys? This thing in the top here. I've got files on my current computer that I need to transfer to my new one. And my original thought was to get an enclosure and basically turn my internal hard drive into an external hard drive so I could just plug it in. This is even cooler. I just rip out my old hard drive from my old computer. I plug it into this like a Super Nintendo. They even have, I'll show you guys, they even have a little button that pops up so that when you're done, you push the button, it pops the drive out. And then I can transfer everything without anything. Like, I don't have to put it into a case. There's no screws involved, nothing. This is super cool. And yet today, what I'm talking about is people being stupid and believing opinion pieces and hypotheticals. Okay? That's all for me today. I will see you guys tomorrow for D&D recap. Hopefully, either tomorrow or Friday. I'm not sure. A lot of it depends on how well everything else works in my life. Okay? So, again, that's all for me today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye!